Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Friday, December 16th, 2022. One of the top headlines here in the U.S. Brittney Griner speaks out for the first time since supposedly being released from Russian detainment. And it's an all too familiar pattern, a pattern I've been documenting for nearly a decade, a pattern I've written a chapter about, a rather long chapter in my first book, Letters and Numbers. And it was a pattern I was talking about the other night when I did the interview with the 40 Central Station. So here's the latest example. If you're new here, pay attention because you'll see this persist many more times in your life. But notice, Brittney Griner, born October 18th, she speaks out, and we'll talk about she in a moment because Brittney Griner has the chest of a man, and I kid you not. She has the chest of a man. We'll take a look at this in a moment. Either that or there's a boy in the world that looks exactly like her with all the exact same tattoos. But she speaks out for the first time 59 days after her birthday. And remember, they're saying she was detained on Michael Jordan's 59th birthday. And if you're new here, 59 is a special number to Black history. It's not an accident that Black History Month ends on February, or ends in February, the month that ends on the 28th day of the month, but the 59th day of the year, just like it's not an accident that Motown, black music, came out in the year 59. You unlock the magic of this number 59 when you know gematria, the Jewish practice of coding numbers into words. And in gematria, words like slave, Negro, blues, Rasta, they all equal 59. You get those values by just taking the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, up to Z, the 26 letters, 26. You just add it up. So slave would be S is the 19th letter, L is the 12th, A is the 1st, B is the 22nd, E is the 5th. 59. Same with Negro, same with blues, same with Rasta. The other cipher is just taking the alphabetic order and the rules of numerology. And when you use that cipher, the name Michael Jordan equals 59. So the story is that she was detained on Michael Jordan's 59th birthday, February 17th, 2022. And now 59 days after her own birthday, she's speaking out for the first time. And what I wrote about in the 18th chapter of my first book, Letters and Numbers, is how they bring the numbers 59 and 42 together. Motown came out in 59 in Detroit on the 42nd parallel. Black History Month is in February, the month that equates to 42, ending on the 59th day of the year. These numbers get brought together all the time. And again, Brittney Griner wears the number 42. She was released exactly 42 weeks after her February 17th detainment, released December 8th, 42 weeks later, on the nose. The Phoenix Mercury put out this tweet showing you the date numerology, 12 plus 8 plus 22, 42. Using that numerology method, words like slavery, the N-word, Tuskegee, they all have the gematria 42, as does Jackie, as in Jackie Robinson. A lot of things in Black history are encoded 42 and 59, and a lot of times they're coded together with both of those numbers, as we just talked about. But again, number 42, released 42 weeks after the detainment on the 42 date numerology, and then they wait 8 days and have her speak out for the first time 59 days after her birthday. And again, it could be a lot worse. She could be Yakima Chambers, who just died at age 42, who just dropped dead out of nowhere, an actress in Hollywood. You know, she could be the routine guest of Ellen, who just died on the 42nd week of Ellen's age, another black woman. These patterns again and again and again, we've documented them so many times. But Brittney Griner speaks out 59 days after her birthday. So do you think it was her choice to wait 8 days? Do you think any of this was her choice? Is any of this story even real? Again, let me know if this is a lookalike. And YouTube better not try to take down my video for pornography or some crap like that for showing Brittney Griner shoot hoops without her shirt on because, again, she has the chest of a guy. There's nothing different about her body and a man's body, and we're about to see that. We're about to watch this video. But the other thing I want to think about, in case they end up trying to take this video down and give me some strike for showing pornography, which would be a complete joke, is I've had the same thought since I was a child, and I still don't see where I'm wrong. If men can go out in public without their shirts on, why can't women? Just because women have breasts, because they have milk dispensers for babies, they can't go out in public topless? Like, what is the real justification for this? Where is the real logic in this? You know? Because men are turned on by a topless woman? Are women not turned on by a man who has a nice body? Again, there's no justification. We all know on YouTube, I could get on here shirtless and do my video and it wouldn't be a problem. But if a woman got on here and did a video topless, her video would be taken down. People really need to think about these things because they're trying to convince us to accept all sorts of crazy ideas, like you can just identify as any gender that you now think you are, which is total bullshit, which makes zero sense, which is completely illogical. But what I'm saying right now, I mean, again, why should women not be able to do what a man can do? To me, if women aren't allowed to wear shirts in public, if women can't go topless in public, I don't think men should be able to either. Seems fair. But yeah, they better not dare try to take down this video. And you know what? Just to make it clear, I think this is actually a Brittney Griner lookalike. I think this actually is a guy that is an imposter of Brittney Griner and went out and got the same tats as her. So I don't think we're looking at a topless woman here. I think we're about to be looking at a topless man. Here's the still image right here. And I wrote this morning, if someone would participate in a lie about their gender, would they participate in a lie about being in a Russian prison? And again, the thing is that there's no argument that it's a lie that she was ever in a Russian prison. That never happened. Brittney Griner hasn't spent one day in a Russian prison. And again, months ago, the media let you know this because they had her staged standing next to two guards who were wearing Ukrainian patches. So she might have been over in the theater of war, which we still haven't seen any proof of, even though it's been going on almost the whole year. And let's not forget, we predicted what day it would start, dead on. But they did have a story of her one day, and they showed her standing next to the two guards with Ukrainian patches. So we know she wasn't ever in Russia. She might have been over in Ukraine for the drama of it all. But she was never in Russia. And again, the question is, if you would lie about your gender, well, yeah, if you would lie about that, would you also lie about being in a Russian prison by the numbers? I think we all know the answer. So here, let's watch The Boy. Don't dare take this down for pornography because we're watching a boy that just looks a lot like Brittney Griner shoot hoops with their male trunks on and no top by the swimming pool. Let's watch. Shout out to DK Stonewood who sent this to me. I'd never seen this before. Okay, clearly a lookalike, definitely a guy, and must just be a big coincidence. But yeah, I mean, this is the kind of world we're living in, you guys. This is how bad the lies are. Makes me wonder about the other players in the WNBA. So. Okay. All right, let me check in with the chat real quick, see if anybody else has any additional information to add to any of this. Ron says it's the 59th day of the NBA. Well, the NBA season began this year on Brittney Griner's birthday. The first day of the NBA games was October 18th. So yes, it's also, it wouldn't be the 59th day of the season. I see a lot of people get that terminology right. So it's 59 days after the season began, which means it's the 60th day of the season. And in light of it, all the 5960 thing, just to make that point as well. Like I just told you, the N-word has gematria 42. When you use the alphabetic order, the N-word equals 60. So let's go back to our two original classic ciphers. The N-word is 60 with the alphabetic order, 42 when you use numerology, just like how they brought her back in the big 42 ritual. You could also say it's her 60th day of her age. And again, just going back to that most simple cipher, slave 59, Negro 59, blues 59, Rasta 59. And again, if you use numerology, Michael Jordan 59. By the way, with regards to the new Michael Jordan trophy, let me pull this up for you guys real quick. You want to see another familiar pattern? The new Michael Jordan trophy by the numbers. Somebody asked me about this on TFR. I wasn't aware. But we did a little real-time decoding. But the Michael Jordan trophy. It's just Michael Jordan's 113 in the most simple cipher. Big number in the NBA, just like Kobe Bryant. Just like the National Basketball Association. Just like Kobe's retirement poem, Dear Basketball. Just like how Kobe finished his career against the Utah Jazz, the only 113 team. The team that they shut down the NBA over the coronavirus pandemic on 11/3, when coronavirus pandemic's also 113. But you got to run it in reverse numerology to catch that. Whoops. Coronavirus pandemic 113. Number of deception from the Talmud. Look at the Michael Jordan trophy, you guys. 113 in the same cipher as the National Basketball Association. And if anybody wants to look into why this is, I've never done any research on the number 236, but they made sure the trophy is 23.6 inches tall and weighs 23.6 pounds. So we know Jordan's number 23, but I'm guessing there's something to that 236 as well, which I'll save for the next decoder to find out. Give somebody a homework assignment. But yeah, again, all by the numbers day after day. And remember, they announced that trophy 66 days before Jordan's birthday, who played the majority of his career with the Bulls. So, and the word, they 66 days before his 60th birthday. 66 days before the 60th birthday. Trophy's also got the 60. And we just talked about what else is behind 60. Doing this while he's 59. So, let me check back in with the chat one more time. Shout out to Chase. Appreciate the $2. He says, look into the movie Joanna Man. Joanna Man. Okay, sounds fitting. Yeah, that is true. Houston Rockets is 59, the team in Brittney Griner's town, which is probably a little bit better. They probably would have let her play on the men's team. Yeah, it is National Underdog Day. Shout out to Itachi. Since 1976. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Brittney was born Brian or Brandon or something like that. Okay. I can tell that my channel is in super shadow ban mode right now because the last two videos I uploaded have no views. This is the least amount of people I've seen in a live stream in a minute. It's just so annoying, all the suppression tactics that Google uses. At least they're not outright destroying the connection like they were last Friday when I tried to address the trolls. Yeah, and we know how the Rockets championship was just synced up with the death of the Migos member in Houston who was born the same year the Rockets won their only championship. Bob, it could be Bob Griner. Probably born Robert then. All right, guys, well, we'll keep this one short and sweet. And yeah, let me know. Is that a lookalike? If you actually go back and watch that video, though, you can hear the person in the background keep saying Brittney. Keep saying Brittney over and over while she's shooting. So, guess that could just be another coincidence. Maybe it was one of the women in the pool that actually had a top on. So, all right. And again, shout out to DK Stonewood for providing that video. Do appreciate it. We'll leave it there for now, True Seeker. Have a good rest of your day. And until next time.